that down, guys. Let's move on to this, shall we? Sticking on the topic of Superman.
And spoilers.
And spoilers. Spoiler, James Gunn has just confirmed that Bradley Cooper is going to be stepping into the shoes of Marlon Brando, stepping into the shoes of Russell Crowe. He's going to be Jor-El, father of Kal-El, a.k.a. Superman. This comes to us from IGN, who write the following. Rocket Raccoon voice actor. I love how this Academy Award nominated filmmaker is known as Rocket Raccoon voice actor. Rocket Raccoon voice actor Bradley Cooper plays the biological father of Kal-El, Gunn revealed during the LA press junket for the film. Rumors of Cooper's casting first surfaced earlier this year. Really? Bradley's just doing me a favor, Gunn told Jake's Takes via comicbook.com. He's a friend. We've stayed in close contact since the Guardians movies, and I admire him greatly as an actor and as a director. I said, hey, will you do me a favor? Come down, go to England. We're going to shoot you in a 3D environment, make a hologram of you, and you can play Jor-El, Gunn said. He was like, okay. A holographic Jor-El makes sense, as Gunn's previously said in Superman that this is not going to be an origin film, and there's past precedence for a holographic Jor-El in past Superman movies, which again, that does make sense, because that was my first thought, Rob, was like, well, why are we going to see Jor-El if James Gunn has already said this is not going to be an origin story? Like, we're not going to see that whole thing again. But then again, of course, it does make sense. The holographic Jor-El is something that's played a part in a lot of the storytellings of Superman and the different iterations of it. And then getting a guy like Bradley Cooper, who is just a terrific actor. I mean, I remember watching Alias.
Oh, yeah.
And thinking, that's the guy, not this other one. This is the guy, the Bradley Cooper character. This is the one that Jennifer Garner's character should end up with. He's the better character. And partly it was because he was such a great actor. And so I've been a big Bradley Cooper fan long before he became a movie star. And I just think he's a great performer. I like hearing this. Now, there have been some people thinking, Rob, that maybe it would be Tom Cruise. There were some people thought to get a Tom Cruise Jor-El. Maybe even some people thought a 3D deep fake Marlon Brando. I heard some people saying that, which I'm so glad that that wasn't true.
I mean, they did that in Superman Returns.
Yeah.
You know, they did
so
it in
you're hearing
Donner Cut.
this. What do you think about Bradley Cooper playing Jor-El?
Look, like I've always said, I love actors. I love directors who have a stable of actors they work with over and over again, because it's fun to see how those actors are used within the filmography of those directors. You know, like Tony Roberts in Woody Allen movies. I used to love Tony Roberts showing up in Woody Allen movies. This is, I love this. I think this is great. And, you know, I mean, there's one thing, Bradley Cooper is a really talented actor. And I love that James Gunn continues to do that. He works with the same kinds of people. And I think that's great. And I think Bradley Cooper probably did something unique and fun that's really going to work well in the movie. And it really, I mean, I see no downside to it at all. You go, Bradley Cooper.
By the way, you know what one of the rumors I heard was about 3 or 4 months ago that I instantly dismissed, but in the back of my head, I kind of thought, that might not be bad. Do you remember... Damn it! What was the name of the streaming series about the making of The Godfather again?
The Offer.
Proposal? Oh, it was
Offer.
The Offer.
The Offer.
The Offer, not The Proposal.
Because it's an offer you can't refuse, John.
The guy who played Marlon Brando.
Oh my God!
In The Offer.
Uh-huh.
He made his name. I forget the actor's name. He made his name in Grey's Anatomy of all things. But the guy who played Marlon Brando, I remember hearing a couple of months ago that they looked at him to play Jor-El. And I instantly dismissed it. That's ridiculous. But then the more I thought about it, I thought, I'd be down for it if they did. But I do kind of like that they're going with Brad.
I just hope, knowing that he's going to appear as, I used to love like the classic like green Jor-El thing with the sun on the chest and all that. I hope they kind of go Silver Age Jor-El, because I would love that. Look, it's not that I don't love. Ever since Superman the movie, the vision of Krypton had been that crystal vision, which James Gunn is kind of embracing with the Crystal Fortress. But one of the things I really loved about Man of Steel was the 70s prog rock album cover depiction of Krypton.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope, you know, riding giant birds and
Oh, I love the opening of Man of
it
Steel.
was awesome, and I'm like, that's a totally different Krypton, and I really love that. So with this, I hope they go back and they finally. I mean, the TV series Krypton kind of did go back a little bit. It's kind of a hybrid, but I would love to see Silver Age Jor-El in this movie. I don't know if he's going to do that. I have no idea. See, here's the thing, John, knowing Jor-El's in the movie could be a spoiler, but for me, the depiction, knowing Bradley Cooper's going to play, the depiction of what's he going to look like, that becomes an exciting thing for me, even though I know he's going to be in the movie. Right. So his involvement in the movie, which I've learned recently, the depiction of it then becomes what's exciting to me. So it's no longer a spoiler. It's like, how are they going to do it? So I get that enjoyment in a different way.
That still leaves the biggest spoiler of all. Who is Chris Pratt going to cameo as?
Ooh,
that's
the Hammer of Bravia or whatever.
Now, by the way, guys, just in case any of you misunderstood that, we are not saying Chris Pratt is cameoing.
I have no idea.
There's just been rumors that he might cameo.
Look, in my mind, if the Hammer of, I don't understand how that all works. I guess seeing the movie will tell me. I assumed from the time I was watching the trailers for this movie that would be Dave Bautista. I just assumed, like, look at that suit. If you're going to put Dave Bautista anywhere in this movie, he's got to be the Hammer of Bravia. Although Bravia, it sounds like he's the hammer of that Sony TV.
By the way, just because you mentioned Dave Bautista,
yeah,
they just put out a trailer. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. I think it's called. It's not Sunburn. It's called. What's it called? It is a Afterburn. A new trailer with Samuel L. Jackson and Dave Bautista just dropped for Afterburn. Now, we didn't cover it here today, but here's why I'm bringing it up. For those of you who watched my show for a long time, you guys remember my buddy Paul Enns, who was one of the original people on Jedi Council. When we first started Jedi Council, I used to work with him way back in the day in a web development company and all that kind of stuff. He later went on to be the head of a big Star Wars fan site called, now I'm forgetting the name of it was the biggest Star Wars fan site in the world. And now I'm forgetting something Jedi Newsnet. No, I can't remember the name of the site now, but he became the head of that. And then Lucasfilm liked him so much, they hired him to come over and be like one of the directors running their online stuff, which was a dream job. He got to go work at thing. Well, anyway, this buddy of mine, Paul, went on to create his own comic book company. Big Star Wars fan, so he called his comic book company Red 5 Comics.
I remember, yeah.
Of which him and Scott Chitwood created and wrote the comic book Afterburn that they have now turned into a major motion picture.
That's really cool.
And if you look at if you look up the poster and you get that little credits batch down at the bottom, the last two credits, based on a Red 5 Comics Afterburn by Paul Enns and Scott Chitwood. So congrats to my buddy Paul for getting that. I just went on to that rant because you mentioned Dave Bautista, so I thought I'd throw that out.
That's really cool.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Stitch Fix. Let's be honest, shopping is not my thing. I've wasted way too much of my time either in stores or scrolling for clothes, only to end up with stuff that doesn't fit or just, doesn't work. See, that's why I use Stitch Fix. You take a quick style quiz, your size, your vibe, your budget, and boom, you're paired with a real human stylist who curates pieces just for you. They send you a fix box with clothes actually fit for your life. Stuff you'll wear to work, on weekends, or wherever. It saves me time, helps me look great, and I never have to step foot in a store. You try everything on at home, keep what works, and send back the rest. Free shipping and returns, no subscription required. Oh, and your first fix? The try-on is totally free. So if you're tired of the endless shopping grind, this is your sign to try Stitch Fix. Seriously, it's style without the stress. Head to stitchfix.com/Campea to get $20 off your first order, and they'll waive your styling fee. That's stitchfix.com/Campea. Anyway, guys, back to the real matter at hand. What do you think about this? Bradley Coops is going to be Jor-El in the new Superman movie. Do you like it? Do you not? Did you think it was going to be somebody else? I mean, I think in just about every single Superman iteration we've had Jor-El, so I'm not surprised that we're getting a Jor-El. I'm a little surprised it's Bradley Cooper. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.